We're back on Smells Like 90s Rock, and my nipples are purple. Sorry. Also, what
I get that checked out.
Maybe. And also, what the hell is this? I got it on Netflix right now, and it's showing not commercials, but it's like just showing like pictures of different shows that are on Netflix, and apparently there's one called Pup Academy. It's where dogs go to an academy. Is it
to do what?
I don't know. It's just showing me pictures, like I said.
What are they learning at the academy?
I don't know. I'm very confused. I was just watching it. Are
they learning to be fire dogs? Or
maybe.
Dogs, or is it like real dogs, or is it animated?
No, they look like real dogs, but they got the mouth real dogs with the mouths moving, thing.
Oh, that always creeps me out.
I mean, it's just one of those.
CGI the mouth move.
Yeah.
It's just creepy.
I was just watching some good old Andy Griffith show, and then these pictures started popping up, and I'm like, these shows suck. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch any of these.
So Pup Academy, then, since it's real dogs, I imagine it's probably like a
house training.
I guess. I don't know. I'm utterly confused by all of this.
Like, where you send your pet when they're bad, but you're too lazy to actually train them yourself.
Yeah, maybe they're like
obedience school. That's what I meant to say.
There you go. Maybe they're just like
they're kind of like struggling for ideas for content given the quarantine.
They're trying to get their next Tiger King.
Maybe all the animals have coronavirus, and so they can't have the dogs in their home, so they send them to the academy.
Maybe. Like, go forth, Corona dogs.
Here we go. The premise: Charlie is a man who has established a secret academy for puppies in a parallel world where they are educated on how to become dogs. His grandson Morgan moves into his neighborhood and enlists him to help educate the puppies. Spark, Corazon, and Wiz at the time when the bond between human and canine that is powered by the Canis Primus constellation starts to fade. This ties in to a prophecy involving a boy and a stray puppy in which the Dean of Graduates, which if you turn that into an acronym would be DOG, get it? Has to find that.
I love how you said that.
Right?
The acronym would be DOG.
DOG. Well, they made sure to make a point of it. It's in parentheses here. Dean of Graduates, D.O.G. Dean of Graduates, or dog, has to find that special stray, save Pup Academy, and restore the bond between humans and canines.
Wait a minute. Okay. This sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
I'm just gonna go out on it. It sounds like it sucks.
It sucks. Do you remember when Netflix was just a mail service where you would order a movie and they would send it to you, or you watch it and then you send it back?
Yes, and it would take you, like, if it was a good movie and it was a new movie, you could be on the list for like 2 months. So, and you never knew what movies you were going to get. You would just set up your list, and they would tell you, oh, this is out of stock, we'll mail to you. So, like, when you go to the mailbox, it'd be a surprise what movies you have.
Yeah, those were the days.
But it still beat Blockbuster because they didn't have those atrocious late fees.
Yeah.
That's what killed Blockbuster, not just Netflix.
Well, yeah, Redbox.
Just insane late fees.
Redbox and the internet helped a lot to kill video stores, too.
That's true, but there's still some mom and pop video stores, though. Like, there's one back in South Carolina near my house.
Oh, I know. They're still around. You just got to find them. It's like finding a relic.
Yes. But they don't have late fees on theirs, so.
No. Bork, you got. I was about to say, you got anything to add?
Is there like a nostalgia factor, I guess, for like having a mom and pop video store? I can't really imagine actually making a profit off that.
I'm sure they don't have actual videos. I'm sure they got like Blu-ray and stuff.
Well, yeah, like a mom and pop DVD store.
Yeah, right.
I can't imagine capitalizing on anything other than nostalgia with that one.
Well, no, I think that, I mean, they're kind of like a red box that you walk into. And so they have more variety than you can find at a red box.
I think the better definition is a red box is a video store you can just walk up to.
Yeah. But you get more variety in an actual video store.
And these are facts.
And it's just where it's located in the particular location, because when I was in high school, we moved into that part of Columbia, South Carolina. There wasn't much around. There were like just a few subdivisions, and Columbia just this kind of keeps growing. Like they're a lot bigger than Knoxville is, and so the Northeast is where it started to expand as well. So there's a lot more like subdivisions and neighborhoods around that area. So I think that they have a lot of like families and stuff who you know take their kids to go rent movies. And I think that there is something to that where you know, make it a family trip to the movie store. Because I miss that.
Oh, I do too. Yeah, I had that when I was a kid.
With, you know, your parents to pick out the movie and
oh yeah,
say, okay, you can pick one movie yourself, and you would, you know, pick whatever. And like now, you know, we just browse the Xbox, you know,
right? No
movie app, and I'm like, which one do you want to watch tonight? So
you're absolutely right. That was almost every Friday night for me and my parents. We would go up, find a movie, and I'd find a movie or video game that I would want to rent, and then boom.
And the thing is, like, you had to get there before a certain time, because if you got there after like 7 p.m. on a Friday, you were getting nothing good.
Pretty much.
Because
yeah.
Fridays when they released their new releases for you to rent, and if you got there past, like, you know, 2 hours after everyone got off work, you were going to be watching, you know, an oldie but a goodie.
It was a lucrative business, damn it.
It was. And I just missed that, though, to some extent, the going out and picking out your game or movie.
Same. Absolutely.
I feel like these are the boring stories we're going to tell to Generation Z's kids.
We will be. That's what we do.
I tell these to my son.
And he's Gen Z, so deal with it.
Yeah, he's like... I realize how old I am. Because we were watching a movie and it said, in the year 1960... and, like, nothing had happened on the screen other than that. He's like, that's when they still used horses, right?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And my husband was like, that was just 16 years before I was born. Like, no, they had cars.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
It's time for a history lesson, I think.
Well, I mean, you know, when I was his age, I didn't, you know, if you would talk about, you know, the 40s, I didn't know they had cars. They did. You know what I mean? Like, I can get it.
They did.
That whole, like, just looking back that far.
I'm about to blow your mind. At this point, 100 years ago, they had cars.
Yes.
We have now, cars have been around.
Now I have since learned that, and that's what I told him. I was like, cars started being kind of popular around 1920.
Yeah.
But, he's like, I get it, because the 90s, like, for me, or for him, or how I view, like, the 60s and the 70s, like, the hippie era. Like, and that's just so crazy to me. And now I realize that, like, my parents actually lived in those eras and did not make that equation.
Just for all you youngins out there, we did not have cars in the 90s, so there you go.